All right, let's dive in. Today, we're looking at Logitech. Yep, the company that makes your keyboard and mouse. It turns out they've quietly built one of the most effective AI programs out there, one that's actually delivering real, measurable returns. And they've basically created a playbook for what is maybe the biggest question in business right now. And that question is this one. You hear it everywhere. Every business leader is asking it. There is so much hype, so much money being thrown at AI, but there's this deep frustration that the promised payoff, it's just not there. It is the elephant in every boardroom, and it's the exact problem we're going to tackle. And this is Logitech's answer. 85%. That is the percentage of their entire global workforce that is now AI proficient and certified. Not just messing around with it, but properly trained and verified. So the real question is, how on earth did they pull that off? And more importantly, what can we all learn from it? See, Logitech's story isn't just interesting, it's a practical guide. They've managed to solve that mystery of the missing ROI. And they didn't do it with some magic wand. They did it with a disciplined, human-first approach to change. And the person who architected this whole thing is Eric Porras, who people are now calling Logitech's AI adoption whisperer. His entire strategy started right here, with this idea. This wasn't some big, top-down corporate mandate. No, it started with one person deciding to be the catalyst, believing he could build that momentum himself. So, how do you do it? Well, the blueprint really comes down to two things: a relentless focus on people and a radical, almost obsessive simplification of the technology. Let's dig into that first piece, the people. You know, this took some serious grit. Porras personally trained over 800 people, basically on his own time. It was like a side hustle inside his day job. He then built a volunteer army of over 100 AI champions to help scale the effort. And he gave managers data, not demands, to track their team's progress. But maybe the most crucial part? He made AI proficiency something people wanted to do, not something they were forced to do. And this slide just says it all when it comes to that second pillar, simplicity. Before, if you wanted to access their secure internal AI tool called Logic Q, it took 11 clicks. 11! And all that friction just led to shadow AI. Employees using unsecured public tools because it was just easier. So by cutting that down to a single click, they made the right way the easy way. It was an absolute game changer for adoption and for security. But here's the thing. Adoption isn't just about how many people log in. Logitech knew they needed a much smarter way to measure if all this effort was actually working. They had to understand the quality of the engagement, not just the quantity. And this is what they came up with, the 6 lenses of adoption. This framework goes way, way beyond simple usage stats. They look at consistency. Is AI becoming a daily habit? Then they track intensity. Are the conversations deep and complex, or just simple questions? They look for creation and impact. Are people building their own AI tools and then sharing that value with their teams? And finally, they measure breadth across different apps. And of course, they verify skills through certification. It gives you a complete 360-degree picture of what real adoption looks like. Now, this might be the single most important takeaway for any leader watching. Most companies have intake forms to get projects approved. Logitech made outtake forms mandatory. So after an AI pilot is done, the team has to sit down and quantify the results. Did it save time? Did it save money? How did it help the company's strategy? It just creates this incredible culture of accountability. And when you have that kind of discipline building, measuring, and holding people accountable, well, the ROI starts to become incredibly clear. So let's look at the actual receipts. Okay, here's one. An SQL validator assistant, built by their own team, cut manual review time by 90%. That one single project saved that team 9 hours every single week. Or how about this? An operations assistant designed just to get rid of boring, repetitive tasks is now saving teams a combined 250 hours a week. To put that in perspective, that's like hiring 6 new full-time employees just to handle the drudgery. And it's not just about saving time. A sales pipeline tool they built didn't just save 40 hours a week in analysis. It actually uncovered millions of dollars in sales opportunities that were just sitting there completely hidden. This is AI directly adding to the top line. So this all boils down to how Logitech thinks about ROI. They see it in 3 distinct currencies. First, there's efficiency, right? That's the ops assistant saving time. Then there's quality, where AI reduces errors and just makes the work better. And finally, there's revenue, where it literally finds money that was already on the table. It's a really simple but powerful framework. Now, all of this internal work, this mastery of AI, it isn't just an HR project. It's become the engine that is now fueling Logitech's external products and really shaping their entire vision for the future of work. And here's a perfect, tangible example, the Logi AI Prompt Builder. It's a free tool that's now built into their software. It helps you rephrase things, summarize text, and create custom prompts for ChatGPT with just a single click. Basically, they learned what their own employees needed to be successful with AI, and then they turned it into a product for their customers. Brilliant. And this quote, this really gets to the heart of their long-term vision. It's not just about making people faster or more efficient. It's about using AI to foster creativity, to enhance well-being, and to position it as a true partner that helps people achieve their absolute full potential. But maybe the most profound insight from this whole journey is this. Learning to write a good AI prompt isn't just a technical skill. It's actually a universal framework for critical thinking. Think about it. If you can clearly explain your context, your task, and your boundaries to an AI, you can do it way more effectively with your human colleagues too. It's basically systems thinking for everyone. And that really brings us to the core lesson of this whole story. The companies that are seeing real returns from AI, they aren't the ones waiting for some magic bullet to arrive. They're the ones doing the hard, often unglamorous work of training, simplifying, measuring, and building a culture of accountability. AI ROI isn't some destination you arrive at. It's a discipline you practice. So the final question really isn't whether AI can deliver a return on investment. I think Logitech has proven beyond a doubt that it can. The real question we should all be asking is this. Are you, and is your organization, willing to roll up your sleeves and actually do the work it takes to build it?